Hello teachers. The post today is going to cover the script Flubaroo, which is a extension to a Google form that allows the Google form to be automatically graded based upon an answer key that you submit. So I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to create the quiz, get it out to the students, and then how to run the Flubaroo script and how to do a few other additions to give students comments back through for the quiz they took. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is create the quiz. So you really have two options. One is to make it a public quiz if you create it in your Marshall School account. The other option is to create the quiz in your Duluth Marshall account. Now for today I'm going to create the quiz in my Marshall School domain account, and when I do this, I make it a public quiz, I just need to make sure that I have a box collect the student email. So I'm going to say this is test quiz 2. I am not going to require a Marshall sign-in, and I'm going to write down a few questions. Now I've got my quiz here and I have a few options. One, I can add in a group, so I could potentially email it to whoever I'm looking for. I could also email out the link by copying here, going into my contacts and sending it to the group, or I could use this embed code, and actually if I want to shrink it down to fit on my website, I could use this embed code and I could go to my website. Okay, so I'm on literature homepage. I'm going to make it a bulletin. So I'm going to click on create new bulletin. I'm going to edit the HTML. I'm going to paste my iframe code in there. I'm going to say test quiz 2, and I'm going to post my bulletin. What's nice about putting it on your website is that students can now easily go into your website and take the quiz right off of your website. So it's just the quiz is going to show up right here. Now, one thing that if you created this quiz in the Duluth Marshall domain and you are collecting the email, which I highly suggest if that's what you're going to do, for this quiz to show up for students, they need to be signed into their Duluth Marshall apps account before they get to this page. If not, they can simply, once they've signed in, they can refresh this page and the quiz will show up. Okay, so I'm going to put in a couple responses. Now, the one thing that I failed to do so far was to choose a destination. So I can either choose a new sheet, an existing spreadsheet, in which case it would search through spreadsheets I already have, or I can create this new one, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to view responses, and I can see that I have all my responses.